everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win, whether you double team him.
Coming out aggressively. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Line getting set on second down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a...
And he's running in the open. Dances away again. At the 30. He's at the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So UCF's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The Knights want to move quickly.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play.
And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defense.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense getting set for first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Open runway ahead. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Gets away from... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Knights are in the hurry up. Here's the handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Brown will throw it. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No.
Gonna let it fly. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Powers through. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Offense lining up quickly.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Oh, he's going to take a chance. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's O'Neal. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. afterburners coming. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. 3:25. With jet sweep pass. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with a sack. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's O'Neal. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of it.
And he breaks into the open. 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Into their happy place for a touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently.
A huge opportunity, guys, for this offense to take over after the fumble recovery and start 1st and goal. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Points.
When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column, that target on your back just gets bigger and bigger.
And some people handle it better than others. We've seen some teams melt late in the season, and we've seen other teams thrive on it and embrace it. So this team's so